It's good for us. We should give them room to do the way they want to do it. Rather than we coming down and telling them do this or do that. He says they have planned to get 5 people from each of the groups to be able to answer our questions or ask questions, and let us let them do what they had planned to do. Because if we start now wanting to go back and forth, we will not be able to do what we are here to do.
Okay, thank you. Okay, please to amend that a little bit. After the 5 questions, we can throw maybe 2 more questions to the audience. I mean, for those who say they are neutral or whoever to ask additional questions. But we're going to start with 5 questions from each campaign, and following the pre-arranged order. Please, we are sticking to time. Their presentations will be 5 minutes long. If you can talk for less than that time, that will help us. But you cannot go back beyond 5 minutes because you will be timed. After 5 minutes, not through, we'll get you short. So please.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this moment, I'll first call on the campaign manager for Chairman Peter Ako to introduce his candidate, Mr. Tambemini, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the distinct honor to introduce to you our best candidate for Meca-Usa. It's nobody other than Dr. Peter Ako. We all know that 2 years ago, Dr. Peter Ako took over an administration with no books, nothing in the coffers, but we made new books, made new artifacts. He raised money to complete the MPC. We have a running pharmacy that is supplying drugs.
Talk for himself, please. Order.
Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm sorry.
Guys, order,
Let's
please.
move on, I'm sorry. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm more than happy to introduce to you all Dr. Peter Ako. Thank you. I would also like to introduce his running mate. It's nobody other than Dr. Samuel Bisson. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Tambe. And I'll hand over the microphone to the campaign manager for the opposition.
Excuse me. You're supposed to answer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have an agenda. We're following the agenda. The agenda has been adopted, ladies and gentlemen, and we're following that agenda. You understand what you're saying?
Just go ahead.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Dr. It is the opposition. That's a political term, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Fu.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is David Ofu, and I am the
Order, please.
I am the campaign manager for the Agbo Ebini team. I want to thank you all for coming and be ready for the change. I have the honor to introduce to you the person and the right person who is willing to take Mali to where Mali people should be, and he is no other person apart from Chief Measure Fidelis Agbo. and gentlemen, it is always said that for everything to be successful, even a home or an association,
Can we give him our ears, please?
or an association, a lady must be behind a man. So we give credits to women. Thank you, the women. And I have the honor to introduce to you the Vice President for the Agbo team, Ms. Patience Ebini.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are the candidates. Quiet, please, quiet, please.
You guys, quiet, please, quiet, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're eating into your candidates' time. These are the candidates who we have chosen to vie for the position of leadership of Meca-Usa for the next 2 years. At this moment, we're going to start with the opening remarks from each of the candidates. Starting with the incumbent, Chairman Seseku Peter Ako. Okay, I'm being told that the opponent, the opposition, just permit me to use that word, please. I know some of you. Okay, they are not calling me. Just permit me to use that question. Forget about all the ending connotation. The challenger, okay, I'm sorry. My English is very limited sometimes. Just forgive me about that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, an opening presentation by the challengers. 4 minutes for each candidate. I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, Major Fidelis Agbo.
Order, please, can we listen to him?
In Georgia, when we say Manu, the rest of us answer, element. Manu. Manu. I'm very, very excited to be here with you today. My name is Major Fidelis Divine Agbo. I was born in Manu land. My father hails from Tabo village in the Imojok subdivision. My mother hails from Agbokan village in the Imojok subdivision. I arrived in the United States in 1986. And throughout that time period, we've gone through a lot of things. I've gone through my education in California State University, and finally I joined the service. Currently, I'm a major in the Army. All this, like each and every one of you, is all through hard work. I'm a second-time chief of Meca, Georgia. And each time, like you all know, it's a two-term leadership in Meca, Georgia. I've been very, very much involved in trying to promote the manual culture. Some of you tonight I've received tapes that I did early on in the 2004 Meca-Usa convention in Atlanta. I also did tapes promoting the Manu culture, the dances of Cameroon. So I've been involved in Manu affairs. It's a passion of mine because I want to see that the Manu culture reigns supreme in the land that we are right now. Today, I stand in front of you to run as chairman of Meca-Usa. It's because of the love that I have for Manu division. We are all very busy with what we do in our everyday lives, but we take some time aside to ensure that we promote our culture, we teach our kids what we have experienced back home, and through our kids, we ensure that our culture stay alive. So today, I will be explaining to you why I decided to run for chairman of Meca-Usa. So as you sit here, your time is not wasted. Thank you for coming. Ask all the questions you have, and I hope that by being here, I might be able, or I will be able, to answer your questions. That will give you the satisfaction that when you elect me today as chairman of Meca-Usa, that I will perform to the ultimate best. Thank you, and may God bless Manu land.
Please, let's keep our applause to a minimum because we are running behind time. And if you look at the clock, Dr. Apitako at exactly 4:29, we'll be seizing the microphone from you. So, over to you.
Manu! Manu! My dear brothers and sisters of Manu, I want to thank you very, very sincerely for taking up your time. You left your families and loved ones to come here today because of this august occasion. This speaks for itself, Manfi, but you all know I am a Manu son. I don't need to tell you where I went to school, but you all are sure I have the education. And besides, and above all, I am not a soldier, which means I cannot immediately be called to duty when you need me most. I will be there with you throughout the way. I don't need any introduction. That's why I'm not wasting time introducing myself, because you voted me to work and serve you as a servant and as a messenger. And you have seen it, I have not disappointed you. Unfortunately, you gave me a job without tools. You made me a king without a kingdom, according to my very good friend Hamilton Nayo. No crown, no tools to work with, but I managed to get those tools. I sent my people and we got the job good. My dear people, brothers and sisters from Manu, what else do you need from a leader? You don't need anything more. I will be there. I have what it takes. I have tested the waters in very, very trying times. Your organization was almost going to be crippled with a lawsuit that had no merit. I stood there for you. I made all overtures for peace. We converted and transformed a failing mortuary project to a pharmacy that is running today. It is serving your people. When I look around, I see my auntie, Mrs. Wanobi, who is here today. She was there at that occasion. Meet her, she will tell you exactly how the Manu people took it, with no politics. So, my dear people, I had a job to do. You did not give me the tools, you tied my hands. Now I have liberated myself and I'm ready to go full blast. You have not seen the best of me. I am ready to take you to the land of milk and honey. Manu and Cameroon is getting ready for autonomy. We need a leader that will stand up and look at the politicians in their faces and tell them, this is what we want for our beloved division. We don't want somebody who will not be there. In the middle of the night, they will kind of mobilize him to go to Iraq. And then, the leadership of the association will go to somebody that you don't trust, somebody that you don't even know. Manu, Chicago is the deal.
Order, please. All right. Please, we are sticking to time. And after hearing, please, we are behind time. After listening to two fiery speeches, I believe that we're beginning to make up our minds. But to move forward, I will hand over to, as we said before, a list has been presented from the two candidates. And the list consists of the names of those who went to all that are willing. Please. Listen, we have the two lists from the two campaigns, and these are the right members who will come forward and pose their questions. So I will hand over the microphone to my co-moderator to coordinate this phase of the program.
Mr. Fred Momani. Okay, we've had some searing opening statements by both candidates. The members of the audience representing each of the campaigns have some questions. We are going to start with a question, but before we do that, let me remind all of you that the questions, you ask your question, will limit you to 1 minute to ask your question, and the response not more than 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes for both the question and the answer. So if you want to do the candidate a favor, please try to make your question to the point. Okay, we'll start with Seseku Aremi for the question.
Order.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. My question is directed to Chief Meca-Usa, who happens to be my chief. I'm from Atlanta. Your campaign, from what I see, is composed of 3/4 members of Atlanta. How do you intend to use this limited participation to unite this great group of Meca-Usa? Thank you.
If you look at the composition of my administration, you understand that I have candidates from all the areas. From DC, you have candidates from Texas, and you have candidates from Chicago, although those individuals from Chicago were disqualified by the IAC because of maybe the issues within their chapter. So I had candidates from Texas, Georgia, DC, and it's not only Georgia. So to say that most of my candidates are from Georgia is not right. Also, with the advent of the internet and modern communication, you don't need candidates from all over the states to function properly. These individuals can function given if they are required to function the way they're supposed to. So they can do whatever they can effectively. Now, let me go back and address the issue raised by the Dr. Ako, that being in the military is a hindrance to my performing the duties of chairman. I have been the chairman or the chapter chief of Mecca, Georgia for 4 years. During that time period, no deployment had hindered my ability to perform as a chapter chief. I have performed superbly, and the chapter elected me a second time. So all those time periods, I attended more meetings than even parents sitting over there. I can assure you that. As a chapter chief and as a soldier, I was able to do my functions as a chapter chief.
Thank you, Major Agbo. The next question will come from Mr. Meca-Usa.
Where is Mr. Meca-Usa?
Please hurry up. Mr. Meca-Usa, please move forward. We'll press for time. If you're not here, we'll move to the next person.
Mr. Meca-Usa. Order, please, order.
Mr. Meca-Usa, if you're not ready, I'll move to the next person. Are you ready? Please give him the microphone.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman of Meca-Usa, Dr. Piano, I'm so honored to ask you a question. And this question directed to you concerning your Vice Chairman. This administration, your administration, has misused powers. You are running for a second term. Your predecessor, when you went to inaugurate the MPC, your Vice Chairman, Sisuku, Dr. Samuel Bison, posed a question that chapters have the right to know about the MPC. What contribution did the chapters give per you going to inaugurate this MPC? And please, we had an answer.
Drop your question, please.
I want to ask you a question. What contribution did the chapters did for the inauguration that you all went? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Meca-Usa has kind of advanced to the stage of standing in front of all of us here to address these issues. Thank you. And it is time to...
Order, please. Order.
intercede. We are getting into his time, or the candidate's time, and we have no choice but to make up for the lost time. So please, just listen to the answers and questions.
Order, please, order.
Thank you very much. I mean, this is just an exhibition of what we are going through. I am a better manager and I manage my supporters. Thank you. Well, to answer your question, Mr. Mbie, as a matter of fact, all the chapter chiefs, we had about 3 teleconferences with the chiefs, and we discussed the modalities of establishing and managing the pharmacy. Even before we went, they gave us the go-ahead. The unfortunate thing, ladies and gentlemen, is that no other chapter is complaining. The only chapter that is complaining is Georgia, and it's because George, sitting here, refuses to take the information back to your chapter. You should not hang him. Go and hang him. The Council of Chiefs, we addressed the issue. We gave them a report. They contributed their monies, and when we came back, we gave them that report. And if you want it, they will print out that report and give to you. But blame this man. Okay, I still have my time. I have answered that question. I have my time. I want to add that I am not hiring anybody to work for me. Meca-Usa is not a corporation. I solicit people to volunteer their services to Meca-Usa. That's what my team does. I correct that. Secondly, I'm surprised that my opponent is standing here telling you about internet. He was the first to write on the internet that he's not going to be an internet chief, that he will visit all of the chapters. Why this sudden twist? Do you believe in somebody who will say something today and tomorrow he changes it? That is not a chief. Peter Ako is the chief. Thank you.
Thank you.